Bye, robot.
Say bye, house.
Bye-bye, house.
Bye-bye, house.
See you soon.
Oh, Luna.
Did you bring monkey?
I did. I brought monkey and hippo.
Oh, I forgot to go to the bathroom.
Harian, Karian, Nername, Akame, Kurinde, Mukande, Udare, Apare, Harian, Karian, Nername, Akame.
It is my sister.
Yeah.
It's my sister. Her name is Lux.
Where are we going today?
The trip. We're
The trip.
going to a surprise trip.
We're going on a surprise trip
And surprise people.
with to see surprise people.
And I think we will see
Oh, these two
Santa.
You think we'll see Santa?
I don't know.
Huh.
We see real Santas in Mexico. Walking in Mexico.
Story
We
again.
saw Santas walking by the beach.
We saw Santas on the beach too.
They were
Yeah?
naked.
They were naked. Ready, Daddy?
I
Cool
got my
shades.
homework.
You want to get out already? We've been driving for 3 minutes and 46 seconds.
No.
Alrighty, we made it to a room, finally. We passed this one on the way into town and decided we'd go all the way into Mazatlan to see if we could find anything cheaper. They just got more expensive the further we got. These two were so hungry and so ready to get out of the car. Luxie, where are you?
Boo.
Boo! Minus the first 10 minutes of our drive leaving Guadalajara, Luxie screamed and cried. But minus that, they did pretty good. When she fell asleep, all was well. So she had a good nap. She woke up nice and happy. I mean, considering they've been stuck in the car all day and we have 3 more days to go, I think they did pretty well. So we're gonna order some room service because we are all starving. And then we're gonna get up bright and early to continue our road trip. Tomorrow we are also telling the girlies where our final destination is. So we are halfway into our room service order here. And I was just kind of checking out the room and the brochures and everything. And we found this one. Everything in here is for sale here. And Jerry also informed me that this chair that they have here
See?
is actually some like adult play chair. So I think the reason why there's one king size bed and you can rent the room for 6 hours at a time is probably some adult reasons. Anyways, we brought our kids here. We have the air mattress on the floor. We're gonna spend the night and then continue our drive tomorrow. Alrighty, so we were up and ready by 8 o'clock this morning, which was awesome. We had to stop and exchange some money, and of course, none of the exchange places are open until like 11 o'clock. So I think we might have found one. Jerry just ran in. It's literally the only dang place open. But that's just the joys of road tripping, I guess. So we are using the bribing technique. I don't really promote it as a parent, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. We are telling the girlies, oh nice, our surprise as long as they are good girls for the start of our drive. Are you gonna be good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's stop and get a coffee and then hit the road because we got money.
Yeah.
So we are about an hour to 2 hours for our final destination of today. But the girls have been so...
I got Theo.
Wow, a birdie! The girls have been so good this entire day. This is our longest day of traveling. We aimed for a good 9-hour day. Okay, what's on it? A book. Here, if you need, you can set it on the ground.
Okay. It's a Minnie Mouse.
It's a Minnie Mouse. That's
I can sit on this house.
that's a good clue.
Where does Minnie live?
Where does Minnie Mouse live?
In a clubhouse.
In a clubhouse.
Where's the clubhouse? Where's the Mickey house?
Gone.
God. Okay, Luna, so you think it's where?
A unicorn.
You think it's in Disneyland.
A unicorn.
So what do you think
Look
that
at the
means?
unicorn.
Where do you think we're going?
A unicorn.
Where do you think-
Disneyland.
You think we're going to Disneyland?
Yeah.
Hey girls, where are we going?
To Disneyland! Today? To see friends!
To see friends. We're gonna meet some surprise people at Disneyland. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, starting off our day 3. Where are they? We are leaving Hermosillo. We ended up driving a little further yesterday than we had planned, which is even better. That means we're that much closer to the border. I just wanted to give you guys a quick travel tip that we really live by, just because there's so much plastic and so much waste already floating around out there in the world. Every little bit helps. So this is what we do when we are traveling with our kiddos. So at the beginning of our road trips, we pack a food bag full of snacks, cut up fruits, cut up veggies, and then this also doubles for containers that we need along the way. So any fruits and veggies that we get from the grocery store, we can then cut up and have readily available for snack time, so that we more or less try to avoid buying plastic, packaging, and waste and all that kind of stuff. So if you are on the road a lot, I highly recommend investing in some good old containers, packing your snacks. A, you're gonna save the environment, and B, you're gonna save a ton of money on gas station snacks. And as I'm just putting away our containers and whatnot for the road, I also thought I'd show you guys our little travel pouch for things like forks, straws. Over the last couple of months, I've accumulated a ridiculous amount of straws. So we have about 4 or 5 metal ones, a couple plastic ones that came with reusable cups, and then a bamboo straw that my mother-in-law got me, which I really love. So again, even if you are stopping and getting disposable to-go foods, sorry, my kids are so loud in the back, at least you can say no to something as simple as a straw or something like that. Anyway, so that's my tip. Are we having fun?
We're going to Disneyland.
We are going to Disneyland eventually. We'll get there.
Disneyland. First time, we're going to America.
First, we're going to America. Just to give you guys a little bit of a taste of what crossing the Mexican-United States border is like, I thought I'd just kind of show you our experience so far. We aren't at the border yet, so we haven't gone through like the passports and all that kind of stuff. But when Jerry brought the car in, he had to get a little sticker in the window and pay some money to get our international driving permit for the car. So I guess when you leave Mexico, you get that money refunded. So he's currently doing that. We went through this little, you can't really see it. We went through this little hut thing, and they checked our stuff and took pictures of the VIN numbers and everything. And then he has to cross the major highway, to the bank to get the refund with his passport. So it's just kind of an interesting, It's kind of an interesting setup and system, but I mean, that's how they do it. You're in the United States of America on good old American soil.
Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man lives here too. Can we take that? So it was incredibly easy. We gave them our passports. They asked where we're headed, and that was it. Like, they don't even look at your car. I don't know. I feel like that was a lot easier than I was anticipating, which is nice. So now we are headed to our next stop. Are you coloring? What are you coloring? Ah, that's beautiful. So we are in Tucson, Arizona. We crossed the border with no problems. We are all starving, so we stopped at a good old Denny's for some American food. Mama got a Beyond Meat burger because I have been craving a vegan burger for a while now, and they had them here, so that is perfect. The girlies got some veggies and pasta and chicken, I believe, and Daddy got a burger. So we are ready to eat and then ready to do some exploring to find a hotel. It is raining, it is cold, it is not Mexican weather.
And hey.
It's a good thing we brought our rain jackets.
Yeah.
Look at me.
To the snow.
Not quite to the snow, but it is cold outside.
Da 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 da.
You're huge! Look at you!
Boss. Boss around here.
Boss.
Okay, boss.
Came to visit one of Jerry's mom's friend. They have a house down in Arizona on this beautiful ranch. The girlies are just loving all the horsies. Fun fact, this mama actually used to ride horses and I miss them all so much. They're just so beautiful. Doing a good job? Doing a good job, Lexi girl? Yeah? Alrighty, we stopped at the good old American Walmart and I am just on cloud 9. There are so many vegan options, so much. Chocolate, pickles. My pregnant self is just loving the pickle aisle these days.
Chocolate cookies.
Chocolate cookies! I just forgot, after being in Mexico for almost a year, I forgot.
You ready? I am. Let's go.
The maps are ready. I forgot how many food options there are out there. Don't get me wrong, I love the Mexican market scene and how many fresh fruits and vegetables and produce you can get for insanely cheap, but there's just something about coming to the good old United States of America and having so many options. There was like Daya vegan cheese pizzas and oh my goodness. so we are in Joshua Tree area, super close to Pioneer Town. It is so gorgeous today. We were worried that in January it would be a little chilly, as very rarely, but it does happen. They do get some snow, so we kind of were expecting some cold temperatures, but today is nice and sunny, about plus 18, 19 degrees Celsius, which is perfect for a nice hike. And we've never actually been in this desert type landscape before, so I'm kind of excited to see what it has to offer. It's not very busy at all. There's a couple vehicles in the parking lot, but we haven't seen a person yet, so I mean, we might see one or two people along the trail. There are a couple trails to explore depending on the level of hiking that you're up for the day. There is a 7.5 mile hike to the boundaries. We're definitely not doing that one today, especially with the kiddos. I think we're just gonna do the 1.6 mile hike and see what we can see. Trip, Luna's must-see was some snow. We found some snow. Lou, are you excited? All for the snow. We haven't seen snow since we've been in Canada, which is almost coming up on a year, so the girlies are pretty excited. Travel guide that the Airbnb host gave us. They said feel free to explore and everything, just watch out for the jumping cactuses. I had no idea what she meant by that, so we looked it up. It's these guys here, and apparently if you get too close to them, they'll kind of like jump and stick. And from the YouTube videos we saw, they don't feel too great to get out. So, if you're ever in the area, watch out for jumping cactuses. Cacti. We're like halfway up. These videos really do no justice to some sort of hike. Daddy was adamant on climbing to the top. So we're climbing to the top. Last week's video, or a couple weeks ago in Vallarta, I mentioned I felt like a mountain goat. I lied, now I feel like a mountain goat. Hi! What a good daddy, piggybacking these two up the mountain. Up the mountain and getting down is a whole nother story. You doing so good, Lou? Let's go this way. Oh, look at this cute little cactus. See him? Back to the bottom. We were way up there. I hiked all the way up and I hiked all the way down. Well, Lux was on Daddy's shoulders, but we made it. So we are packing up and almost ready to leave this adorable little cabin here just outside of Pioneer Town, close to Joshua Tree in Joshua Tree National Park. It has been so nice to escape the city life for a little bit. My intentions when we booked this Airbnb was really to just get some solitude back. We live in a big city in Guadalajara, Mexico, and even just so much traveling, you interact with so many people, you come across so many energies, and it is just really nice to come back, reconnect with some nature, and take some us time. We're gonna hit the road. We are going to our kind of final destination, heading to Los Angeles today. As you guys seen from earlier, we surprised the girlies with a trip to Disneyland. What they do not know is who we are meeting when we are at Disney. For the most part, the entire road trip has been really great. We've had a lot of fun. The girls have loved adventuring, and we actually stayed in this specific Airbnb for 2 nights, the past 2 nights, and Luna was surprised when we were staying a second night because we have been from place to place to place every day. So it has been an amazing experience. We traveled from Guadalajara to Mazatlan to Hermosillo because the girls were so good. We ended up getting a couple extra hours of driving in that night. We crossed the border the next day, stayed in Tucson, and then went to visit our friend's ranch just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. We're loving it here. I think the United States of America is Jerry's favorite place to be. He always talks so highly of it. Everyone is super nice here. I have not experienced a single arrogant, rude, even less than friendly person since we have been here in the past couple days. Have nothing but good things to say about the state so far. So both Jerry and I have traveled through the States a couple of times throughout our childhoods and growing up and whatnot. This is the first time for the girlies to be in the US, and the first thing Luna said was, "Is this where Captain America lives?" So she's super excited to hopefully see some superheroes. I think we're gonna go for a couple walks. Okay, little bit of change in format. I had to switch to recording on the iPad because my phone ran out of memory. Story of my life. Where were we? One thing that I was recommended to check out by a couple people while we were in Joshua Tree that I am quite heartbroken that we didn't get to experience was the Integratron, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, sound bath meditation experience. I wanted to go so badly, and when I looked up on their site their available dates, they are closed for the entire month of January for maintenance and renovations. So next week's video I'm going to be sharing our LA and Disneyland adventures, so be sure to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so you don't miss any upcoming Mama Ohm videos, and I am so grateful for when you do. Also, if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and leave any of your own travel recommendations down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's video and following us along on the ups and downs and all the in-betweens with traveling with children. Until next week's video, bye-bye!